There's no ambiguity that YouTube is the best free source to watch Turkish series with English subtitles without much hustle. Here in this video, we are going to talk about the top 10 best Turkish dramas that you must watch on YouTube with English subtitles. Before we jump in, if you can spare one more second, please hit that like, subscribe button, and thank you for your kind support. So guys, let's start without wasting any more time. Number 10. Sisters. In Sisters TV series story, you'll watch the story of two sisters who became enemy after they fall in love with the same man. Umra is silent and self-sacrificing. Umay, on the other hand, is ambitious, jealous, and self-seeking. They live in a small village located in the northern region of Turkey. Both sisters fall in love with a young doctor, Yildirim, who comes to their village from Istanbul. Even though Umran and Yildirim has a pure love towards each other, Umay steals him away in order to escape to a big city. But all of a sudden, their lives are changed drastically. Number 9. Her name is Zara. The series is about a 22-year-old girl named Zara who lives in Germany as the daughter of a very strict and conservative family. She starts a journey by escaping from her family and somehow ending up in a mansion in Istanbul with a family full of secrets and hidden crimes. The life of the young girl who had to hold on to the power and protect her love would become more and more dangerous and also become beautiful with love. Number 8. Wounded Birds. This is the story of two orphans who run away from a ruthless criminal trying to make a new life in Istanbul from the producer of international hit series Alef. Wounded Birds revolve around a brother and sister torn between two worlds, the mean streets of their birth and the luxurious villa of the Metanglo family. Maryam is a strong, beautiful young woman who has spent the past 5 years raising her little brother Omar. She is determined to keep Omar off the streets, and she has worked night and day to make a good, decent life for both of them. Little does she know that the young boy is the son of an influential industrialist and was kidnapped in a power struggle over control of the family empire. The link back to the world of his biological father brings Omar and Maryam's adventure to a start as they are unexpectedly reunited with Levin, a man who thought he would never see his son again. Number 7. Ifet. The plot twists around Ifet and Jamila, in which the girl is in love. They meet for a long time, but the guy doesn't need love. The outbreak occurs when Jamil rapes Ifet at the wedding of her friend. After that, the guy had to pay off with big money. This fact, as well as the fact that Ifet is pregnant, are driving him to flight. But he doesn't have time to accomplish the plan. Beetle, also in love with Jamil, from her misfortune cuts her veins. The girl's parents are well off, so they had no trouble buying a guy. At the same time, difficult days begin at Ifet. Number 6. High Society. In High Society TV series story, you'll explore a love story between a woman who tries to find a man who can love her although she is not wealthy, and a man who thinks that love is simply a tool that the ruling class uses to control the people under them. Kerim, the only son raised by a veteran family in difficult conditions, and Jansu, born with a silver spoon in her mouth, are unhappy despite the magnificent world he lives in. In a world where one's life is a dream of the other, Kerim and Jansu, who had to find a place where they belong by changing places, will be able to overcome all differences, classes, and fate, perhaps thanks to love. Number 5. Wings of Love. The series stars Laila, a single mother who agrees to marry Hasmit as she goes in search of a better life. However, when she discovers on her wedding day that he is not the person he looks, she decides to flee, fearful of her son's future. It is then that she meets Alper, one of Hasmit's employees, who unwittingly helps her escape. Struggling to bring up his daughter alone after a car accident, left his wife in a coma and killed his brother. Alper has just started to get his life back on track. But when he hears of Hasmet's behavior, his only thought is to keep Laila and Sandroskar safe. Number 4. Last Summer. Last Summer TV series story is about a reckless and fearless young guy Akun who comes to Izmir together with his custodian. Akun, who grows up in a criminal world and is an emotional young man behind his dangerous and problematic appearance. This is difficult to accept. On the other hand, life tests Selim from the place he does not accept. His wife Janan, who lives with her children Izmir, wants to divorce. Therefore, prosecutor Kara has to create a balance between his family and his job. Prosecutor Kara has to take Akun, whom he considers a troublemaker, to the justice side in Izmir. Number 3. Firefly. In Firefly TV series story, you'll watch the love of two persons. Barris is a very successful, attractive, but distant from love, divorced lawyers who feels there's nothing left to surprise him in life. Asli is a young, beautiful girl who is full of life, intelligent, and entertaining, but has to work as a taxi driver to help her family. Her family and close friends call her Firefly. When Asli and Barris cross paths, their lives will change and they will enter in a loving adventure. Number 2. Love, Logic, Revenge. This series will tell a story that extends from a logic marriage of waitress Isra and engineer Ozan, who lead a meager life to love. Isra will learn the fact that love doesn't feed her from her mother and will sit at the wedding table with Ozan. She actually has set her sights on him for a rational marriage. However, when Ozan's goal in working life clash with the hope of changing Isra's standard of living, the marriage of logic will also crumble. The inevitable end will come with material and moral problems. After the divorce, Ozan will open a software company and becomes very rich. His paths will cross again with Isra, who started to work here, and the love aspect of the business, which will develop with weekends, will thus emerge. Number 1. The Judgement. The Judgement series will tell the story of what happened between prosecutor Agas and lawyer Sally in their flight to ensure justice. They have the same passion. However, while struggling on this path, two legal people whose methods are at opposite poles. The more rule-born, honest and strict Agas is, Selin is just as borderless, unregulated and rebellious. That's why every time their paths are crossed, they clashed, tested each other and stayed on opposite sides until life crossed their paths again. I hope you found the video interesting, and if you did, don't forget to like this video, comment down your favorite series from the list and subscribe to our channel. We'll see you soon with a new video.